Hey everyone, I keep getting asked the same question. Will 2025 be a game-changing year for real estate in Passaic and Bergen counties? And the answer is unlike any that you've seen, because with rising home values, fierce competition, and limited inventory, now is the time to position yourself for success. So, whether you're thinking about selling or buying, this is a market you cannot afford to ignore. Now, I have a great market update, and I want you to stick around until the end because I have a special offer to help you maximize the market and your real estate goals in 2025. So first, let's talk numbers. Looking at these major markets in Passaic and Bergen County. Wayne tops the charts with a median home value just over $764,000, followed by Fairlawn at $688,000. Now, even in towns like Hawthorne and Clifton, which have lower median values, we are seeing steady growth. Here is the kicker. Hawthorne saw a whopping 12.5% year-over-year appreciation. That was the highest in the region. And Fairlawn and Wayne aren't far behind, growing at just over 10%. So, for homeowners, that is like getting years worth of appreciation in just 1 year. Next, let's talk about demand. In almost every town, homes are selling at or above asking price. For example, in Clifton, homes are closing at an average of 104.6% of the list price, and in Fairlawn, they're not far behind, 101.2. So this tells us one thing. Buyers are competing fiercely. So if you're a seller, you are in the driver's seat right now. Here's the reality. Inventory's low. Fairlawn has just 1 month of supply, and Wayne is just over a month. But even in towns like Teaneck, where inventory is higher, 1.8 months, it's still a seller's market. So what does this mean? If you're selling, you've got the advantage of high demand and limited supply. And buyers, listen closely. You need a strong strategy to win in this competitive environment. Now, I want to take a look and dig into the Hawthorne market because, as I mentioned before, we have 1.74 months of supply of inventory. Now, that's a key indicator of the real estate market's health. And over the last 12 months, we've seen a decrease of about 7.5% in the months of supply in Hawthorne, showing that homes are selling quickly and we are headed towards a more competitive market. Again, when we look at the list to sold price, we're currently sitting at 100.8%, and that means on average, homes in Hawthorne are selling slightly above their listing price. This trend is also becoming consistent and showing growing demand and competition among buyers in this area. And lastly, there is a quick turnaround time of just 17 days. So homes are selling fast in Hawthorne. And if you're a seller, that's great news for you. If you're a buyer, it means that you have to be prepared. You've got to be prepared to act quickly when you find a home that you love. And as we watch that median home sold price grow in Hawthorne, we're now at almost $611,000. And that figure gives us a snapshot of the overall market value, and that can help both buyers and sellers understand current pricing trends. So for sellers, this is time to take advantage of the market's momentum. In towns like Hawthorne, Fairlawn, and Wayne, we see incredible appreciation, which means you can likely sell quickly and for top dollar. But don't just rush to list. Strategic preparation is key. So from staging, decluttering, and pricing your home correctly, these are all things that will help you attract multiple offers and maximize your profits. Now, for my buyers, you've got to be ready to act fast because in competitive markets like Fairlawn and Clifton, homes are moving quickly, so bidding wars are still going to be common. And if you're looking for a little bit more room to breathe, a town like a Teaneck or a Hackensack, they offer slightly more inventory while still being great investments. But do not wait. Do not wait for mortgage rates to change, and I want to show you a very quick example. So in this example, let's take a home price of $700,000. Let's assume a down payment of about $70,000 or 10%, and that we're looking at a fixed 30-year loan. Now, interest rates today sit at about 7 1/8. Future interest rates, let's say, go down to 6 1/4. We've seen market appreciation. I'm going to use a low, 5%, pretty conservative. And I just want you to imagine that your current monthly rent is about $3,200. But what you're going to see now in this comparison is that by waiting first, the home price, because of that growth and appreciation, $700,000 home this year is going to be $749,000 conservatively next year. So the base price of that home has changed about $50,000, which means that your down payment now also has to come up. You'll see about $5,000. But what's really interesting is that when you look at what the mortgage payment is at today's rate, at today's price versus a future lower rate at a future higher price, you see that those payments are not very different. So what you wind up losing by waiting is the growth of equity in the home. You're going to lose a year of those really strong home growth values. And in that year, you're still going to be paying rent. So even if your rent is lower than your mortgage, just taking the difference of those two numbers, plus what you're losing in that equity or appreciation growth, and adding what the increase in your down payment is, you see in this example, it can cost you just over $83,000 for waiting. So 2025 is full of opportunity, but only if you're prepared. Whether you're buying or selling, this market rewards those who plan strategically. So for my sellers, I will help you create a personalized value up plan to maximize your home values. So from strategic prep to targeted marketing, I'm going to make sure that you are ahead of the curve in 2025. And for my buyers, I will customize that cost of waiting graph for your specific situation so that you can understand the financial advantage of acting now and really seeing how that saves you thousands. Either way, if you want to sell or buy, I want you to take advantage of this. So please message, DM, or schedule your strategy session today. Let's secure your spot and let's make this your best real estate year ever with a great plan to get you great results. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you again next month.